Alright, boys and girls, today I'm feeling heavy as fuck from yesterday's squats. As I should, they should have an effect. But not only that, I also still feel like the back day and even a little bit of the push day. So, all in all, quite sore. But that does not mean I'm not gonna train today. I'm gonna do arms, although I'm gonna keep it lighter. If I'm feeling sore, I always adjust my training to not do like as heavy stuff, as low rep stuff as I usually do. Because that's gonna keep impacting not only my like each muscle in my body, but also my nervous system. So I'm gonna do a bit longer sets today, nothing crazy, but I'm gonna use band resistance like the entire time. And then after that, I'll just focus on some curls for the biceps as an accessory and some tricep extension push-ups probably. But I got a question a few days ago from a viewer, and he's like, "Yeah, I tried training every day, but like after a week, I was just so fucking tired and I couldn't do it anymore." And I just want to say, yeah, that's the point. When you start training every day, you're gonna feel tired, and it's from there. Like when you feel tired, that's not when you say, "Okay, this is not for me." That's where you start to figure out, or where you have to figure out, how can I train even though I'm tired? That's where you learn how to recover. That's like you have to think about recovery every day, and that's a skill in itself, thinking about recovery. And before you know it, you learn how your body works and you can manage training every day. Like when I was not training every day, my trainings were way longer than I'm doing now. So like right now, my training is like probably 1.5 hours on average, maybe not even that, maybe like an hour and 15 minutes. Whereas before I would have training sessions of 2 to 3 hours, but I would recover for a couple of days. And then when you head into training every day, you think, oh, I have to do a bit less, but you don't know how much less you have to do. So that's where you get tired. And then when you get tired, you can be like, okay, I have a planche workout today, but I'm still feeling heavy. Let's do it a bit lighter. Okay, let's reduce the volume there. Let's remove intensity there. Let's see if I do some forearms, maybe I can go intense on my forearms, but still recover for the next day. Let's do a smaller body part. You have all these ways to recover, to train and recover at the same time. And when you start training every day, or when you start running every day for that matter, yes, you're going to get tired, but it's by getting tired that you can learn how to recover. That's the entire point. So if you're tired after the first week of training, so was I. It's normal. But from there, adjust your training, reduce the intensity, reduce some volume until you feel like, hey, if I do like a bit less sets today, I'm gonna be more recovered tomorrow and I'm gonna be able to continue training. Something like that. That's what you have to think about. It's the same with running. I started running every day now like 240 days ago. Like in the beginning, like my running got worse, because all of a sudden I'm doing the running that I'm doing or used to doing 3 times a week. I'm now doing it 7 times a week. Of course, I'm gonna get weaker. I'm gonna get slower. So what I did from there is okay. I decided some days I'm gonna do running and walking very slowly to recover. And by doing so, I got to a point like an intensity that I was able to handle every day. And it's like when you have that dip, you found your spot where you can continue every day. That's where you go back up. So it's like, you go down a bit in your intensity of your training, and then you learn how to recover, you learn how to manage your body, and then your gains start going back up. That's kind of the point of training every day. So I just wanted to mention that, but now I'm gonna start the training arm thing. So I'm gonna do supinated planche again because I really like that one. Although I'm gonna use a big assistance, longer sets, like I said. And then I'm gonna do the same with impossible dips. Use some assistance, do some longer sets than I usually do. Okay, so I did 6 sets of planche, which is quite a lot of sets for one exercise, I guess. But the intensity was very low. I used a lot of assistance, so it wasn't hard on the body. Like if I did one hard set to the max, like heavy load, and then drop set and stuff and that, I would be able to do more damage than my body, way more than I did in those 6 sets of planche that I just did. So I did nothing crazy, nothing overboard. It's not that hard on the body, but I got a nice, pump in my biceps. I got a nice activation for planche. So this is perfect for my needs at the moment, because I'm still sore. I'm trying to recover as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do some impossible dips. And for these ones as well, I'm not going to do just body weight impossible dips because it's still very heavy for me. Instead, today, my triceps are still sore. I want to recover a bit, but I also, I want to get horsecock strong, so I'm going to do some impossible dips just with assistance so that I can hit like 10 to 12 reps, hopefully, for a couple of sets. All right. It's quite intense, 10 reps with this amount of assistance. But like I said, it's higher rep than usual. It's going to be less intense on the body. Still going to have some effect though, of course. But I'm going to do 3 sets of this in total. So 2 more to go. All right. My mistake. These are still very heavy on the entire body because it's not only triceps, it's also like back pressure. Like you have to keep your body, like, how do I say it, stable. You have to push down, and at the same time, because you're pushing down, you're activating your back and like your rear delts and stuff. So it's still very, very heavy on the body because I'm feeling my back day from 2 days ago, and I feel just the soreness in my back activating. But nonetheless, the activation in my triceps was the best as of now as well. Like I've been doing the impossible dips for a few weeks now, I guess. And every time it's just a little bit better triceps activation. And today as well, I'm feeling my triceps enormously. So these are gonna be some good gains after I had my Christmas Eve dinner. It's the 24th. So yeah, I'm gonna eat a lot and turn this all into gains. Because I'm doing this a week beforehand, so for you it's already past Christmas. But for me it's the 24th. Yeah, these are gonna be turned into some serious gains. Anyway, Now I'm gonna move on to some accessories, which will be bicep curls and tricep extension push-ups, I guess you call them, because last time I really loved those heavy curls. I'm gonna do some heavy curls again, and then just the same push-ups as last time. Perhaps as a superset, because that way I can get like a simultaneous bicep and tricep pump, which is always nice to have. And that's gonna be a good finisher for today. Okay, superset of bicep curls, 16 kilos on each arm, with tricep extension push-ups. And I'm gonna force myself to take more rest, so I will do my sets every 4 minutes like I do for my compounds, so that I can go harder on each set, because I have more rest, you know. Normally I just do this like as pump stuff, and my power goes down quite rapidly, but now I'm gonna take some extra rest, and do 3 sets in total, I believe. So 3 sets of bicep curls, supersetted with tricep extension push-ups. All right, let's superset this. All right, to be honest, I think that's enough tricep work. Now I'm gonna lower the weight on the curls and do one more set. Ultra Instinct. Let's go. That's very good. Holy fucking shit, those last curls. They were 12 kilos. I was able to do 12 reps. They give me a good ass pump. Yeah, buddy. Oh, this feels good. That's my triceps. Triceps was actually quite good as well today. But this is, again, very good training. I learned a lot because, I mean, I was yapping in the beginning of this training about, you know, if you train every day, you have to manage your recovery. You have to learn how to do that. I'm still learning, you know. I've been doing this shit every day for 130 days now, something like that. And I still learn every day of how I can manage my recovery, because today is supposed to be an arm day, but like on the planche, I feel a bit of my shoulders, and on the impossible dips, I feel my back. And I didn't feel this before, because then I didn't really have that much soreness in my shoulders and in my back to begin with. But the last couple, or the previous push and pull days, were very good in the sense that they were, heavy on my body. I had a lot of soreness in my shoulders. I had a lot of soreness in my back going into this training. And then it's easier to feel how every exercise is affecting your back and your shoulder, because my shoulder did not go to the limit today. My back did not go to the limit today, but still I feel like they felt something, And tomorrow is going to be, the conclusion, I guess. I'm going to be able to pinpoint if my back and shoulders are more recovered than they were this morning. Are they more recovered the day before or after this training? If they are not more recovered than they were before tomorrow, then this arm day was not good, in the sense that I did a bit too much of shoulders and back as well. And then I'm going to have to adjust, I might have to remove planche and impossible dip on days that I have soreness in my back and my shoulders, because then it's going to be too heavy. And you just have to learn along the way, It's like learning on the job. Because if you try to figure everything out beforehand, guess what? You might think you have a good idea, but until you actually put it into practice, you're not going to know. You're not going to be able to see if it's actually a picture perfect plan. I started with this quadriceps, arms, hamstrings, push-pull. I started a few weeks ago, and I thought, yeah, this is going to be perfect. But now I see like a couple of things, right? If I do too much push and pull, it is going to affect, the next few days, even though I have 5 days in between every training. If I now I see, if I do these arm days with planche and impossible dip, they do have an effect, even though I didn't notice it before. They do have an effect on my body, and that's just stuff I'm learning along the way. So, next time arm day will just be another experiment again. I might just do, I might remove the planche and the impossible dip, do some like target bicep and tricep work, because these bicep curls and these tricep extensions, they do not affect the rest of my body. I might do those like just from the beginning, and then in the second half of my training do forearms again, like I did all the way in the beginning, But that's something I won't know until I actually try it. So again, it's like an infinite road of learning you have to do. But the most important thing with training every day is that you have to get started, and getting started is not, starting and then after a week saying, I'm tired, this is not for me, and then quitting. No, it's from the point that you're tired that you have to figure out, okay, how do I recover? If you're never tired, you don't have to figure out how to recover. So that's like kind of the point as well. But anyway, today, again, very happy with my training, got a good pump, good arm day. Now I'm gonna eat some food, recover, and tomorrow we have hamstrings. So it's gonna be fun.